I'll be very brief, but before I make my remarks, Your Excellency, allow me, on behalf of my visiting brothers, to invite Honorable Henry Dele Alake to make some few remarks.
Your Excellency, President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Samuel Ruto, and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, my brother, I say from another mother, Honorable Ali Joho, the Cabinet Secretary for Mining, Blue Economy, and Maritime Services. We refer to his position in Nigeria as Minister. But when I first met him at our forum of the Africa Mining Strategy Group, and he was introduced as a Cabinet Secretary. So ignorantly I said, my friend, this is a forum for ministers. Until I was corrected that in Kenya, the nomenclature is Cabinet Secretary. So I warmly welcomed him and hugged him. Your Excellency, my colleagues, honorable ministers from Somalia, from Tanzania, from South Sudan, and the Secretary General of the African Mineral Strategy Group, Moses Egandu from Uganda, all captains of industry here present, all multilateral agencies represented, partners in mining and in business, both for Africa and Kenya, and Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and my colleagues in the media. It is both an honor and a rare privilege to address this distinguished gathering at the Kenya Mining Investment Conference and Exhibition 2026. First of all, Your Excellency, Mr. President, I bring good tidings from the President and the people of the Republic of Nigeria. And the people of Nigeria has mandated me to inform you and assure you that Nigerians speak good English. I extend my profound appreciation to the government and people of Kenya for their warm hospitality and commend the organizers for convening this timely and strategic platform at a defining moment for Africa's mining future. Today, Your Excellencies, the world stands at the threshold of a new industrial era, one that is driven by critical minerals, clean energy technologies, digital transformation, and advanced manufacturing. At the very center of this transformation lies our continent, Africa. Our continent possesses some of the world's most strategic mineral resources, such as lithium, cobalt, manganese, graphite, rare earth elements, gold, copper, nickel, and numerous other critical minerals essential to the global economic future. Yet, despite this extraordinary endowment, Africa continues to capture only a fraction of the real value of the generated resources from Africa's land. For decades, our continent has largely remained an exporter of raw materials and an importer of finished products. And this model has limited industrial growth, weakened economic resilience, and constrained job creation across our various nations. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and Your Excellency, the time has come for Africa to redefine its place within the global mineral economy. And that transformation must begin with regional integration and regional cooperation. No African country acting alone can fully maximize the immense opportunities emerging from the supply or from the rapidly evolving global minerals market. However, through collaboration, integration, syndication, and coordination, policy alignment, shared infrastructure, coordinated investment strategies, Africa can become a formidable and competitive force within global mineral supply chain. Our mineral resources may be located within national boundaries, but the opportunities they present are continental in scope. We must therefore deepen cooperation among African nations by harmonizing mining policies, facilitating cross-border infrastructure, promoting intra-African trade, and strengthening regional value chains under the framework of the African Continental Free Trade Area. A fragmented Africa weakens our bargaining power. A united Africa strengthens our strategic relevance. Equally important is the urgent need for value addition and beneficiation. Indeed, one of my key priorities as Nigeria's Minister of Solid Minerals Development is to ensure that Africa moves beyond the age-old practice of exporting raw minerals without deriving maximum economic benefit from them. We cannot continue exporting raw ores while other economies create industries, jobs, technologies, and wealth from the African resources. The future belongs to nations and regions that process, that refine, that manufacture, and that innovate. It is also edifying that in January of 2024, at the Future Minerals Conference in Riyadh, 16 African countries came together as founding member states to establish the Africa Minerals Strategy Group, AMSG. And today, the membership of AMSG has expanded to 31 African nations, with Kenya playing an active and committed role in advancing the shared vision of this group. Now, Kenya deserves a round of applause there. The significance of the African Mineral Strategy Group cannot be overstated. AMSG represents the first truly continent-wide platform through which African nations are forging a unified voice on mineral governance, value retention, and strategic positioning in global supply chains. Its significance lies in its ability to transform individual national ambitions into a collective continental force, enabling member states to negotiate fairer terms with international partners, pool infrastructure investments such as mineral corridors and processing hubs, and jointly develop geological data to de-risk exploration. By moving from competition to collaboration, AMSG is systematically dismantling the old paradigm of resource extraction without empowerment and replacing it with a new model of African ownership, coordination, and long-term wealth creation. In essence, therefore, AMSG is not merely a group for dialogue. It is the institutional vehicle through which Africa will achieve mineral-driven industrialization. Furthermore, following my election as chairman of the group, one of the key priorities we are collectively advancing across the continent is precisely the issue of value addition and the development of integrated African mineral value chains. We are strongly advocating for African countries to collaborate strategically in order to ensure that the continent retains greater economic value from its vast mineral resources while positioning Africa as a competitive and influential player within global mineral supply chains. Value addition is not merely an economic aspiration, it is a development imperative. It creates jobs for our youths. It stimulates industrialization. it expands government revenues, and it positions Africa not merely as a supplier of minerals, but as a competitive participant in the industries of now and industries of the future. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this global supply chain architecture is undergoing significant restructuring. Nations and industries are increasingly seeking secure, sustainable, and diversified sources of critical minerals. This presents Africa with a historic opportunity, but opportunity must meet preparation. Opportunity alone is never enough. We must position ourselves strategically. That means strengthening governance frameworks, ensuring policy consistency, promoting transparency, embracing environmental and social responsibility, and creating investment climates that inspire confidence and long-term partnerships. Investors are looking not only for mineral deposits, they are looking for stability, they are looking for predictability, and they are looking for vision as well. As chairman of the AMSG, I firmly believe that Africa must engage the world from a position of confidence and a position of collective strength. Our objectives must be clear: to ensure that Africa captures greater economic value from its mineral wealth while contributing responsibly and competitively to global development. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellency, this conversation is ultimately bigger than mining. It is about Africa's industrial future. It's about Africa's economic sovereignty. It's about creating prosperity that is inclusive, sustainable, and transformational. History has presented our continent with a rare and defining opportunity. We must not allow it to pass us by. Through visionary leadership, strategic partnerships, and continental cooperation, Africa can transition from being merely resource-rich to truly value-rich. And I believe strongly that the decisions we make today will shape not only the future of African mining, but the future of Africa itself. And on that note, Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I thank you once again for your kind attention, and I wish this conference very fruitful deliberation and enduring outcomes. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Your Excellency, yet another lesson I've learned is that I should have spoken before him, because he broke it down very well. And Dr. Alake, let me just inform you, there's a young Nigerian who took a flight, came to Kenya, and spoke some very good English in the president's family. And before we knew it, he became president's son-in-law. So, Your Excellency, you have guided us. You have shown us the direction which we need to take as a country. And that aspiration is captured in our theme today, which is partnerships for prosperity through value-led mining.